who's going to be talking is a lady I have known quite a while. Only about 2 lifetimes so far, but many, many times before. It's one of those things when you meet somebody and you go, there you are, where have you been? I've been looking for you. And being able to connect with Becca and watch her growth has been one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. It's like she hit the ground running. Her spiritual energy was just starting. She was just feeling that energetics about who I am as a spiritual being. And then, next thing you know, she was up to 60 miles an hour. I mean, it was so wonderful to watch her. She comes to us with this gift of love that's for everybody. When you're in her presence, you feel loved. If you get a chance today, get a hug from this woman. Because in that hug is not only I love you, but I believe that you're a child of God. Please welcome Reverend Becca Thompson.
Wow, look at those shoes.
I brought my enthusiasm.
Now, do you want to stand here? Do you want to stand there? Do you want to sit? What do you want to do?
I might do all
three. Okay.
Wow.
You okay?
I'm great.
Okay. Well, we knew that.
Namaste. Namaste. The God in me recognizes the God in you, and in this space, thank you, we are helped and we are loved, and we are one.
Without smacking her. Okay.
I would like to invite the harmony of our divine nature. Eli Eli, our divine masculine consciousness, and Uli Uli, our divine feminine consciousness, in more fully by toning E-A-O 7 times.
And the Hobbit is here.
You want some of her shoes?
Vertically challenged.
Low heels.
That's it.
This then is the work of the Spirit, written for and dedicated to Carla Cohen. You were sitting across from me. That was the apparency. Do you fully realize what you enabled me to see? The depth of the aesthetic you opened in me. We stand in awe as the spirit is freed. In the little room faced to the south, couldn't believe the words that came from my mouth. You listened beyond all imaginable listening, helped me see a profound aesthetic that had always been part of me. Becca, do not allow distraction to keep you from the words that you yourself called in. As you are distracted, so are others. As you are present, so are others. Be present. The depth of your listening has enabled me to hear a music that has no sound. This then is the voice of the Spirit. It was always right there. I was always near it. But before you listened to me, I just couldn't hear it. Bless you and the work you do. This is the actual holy work. The work of the heart, the work of the Spirit. Thank you for listening to me with such unearthly intensity. There was truth right next to me that for vast, vast eons I couldn't quite see. An aesthetic that comprises the very best of me. You've helped me open this for all eternity. For this I cannot express the degree to which I thank thee.
Did you notice the difference of beingness? Dr. Eileen carries that with her in every moment of her life. Every moment. She starts in beingness and moves to doingness, to create havingness. It wasn't my movement that she noticed. She noticed I wasn't being. I wasn't being. So I brought out some handouts.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So the inspiration was constructed of magic and other poems on the immortality of the human spirit by Luz Allen Schwartz. An amazing book connecting to spirit. And as I sat with his poetry, I realized that I was accessing this beauty from a different place. And the curiosity of what's in the pages has brought everybody from being to doing. So notice it is not that unusual to pop out.
We need a few more doings. Okay, we'll take care of that.
Yes. So I myself have noticed that one of the greatest indicators of our spiritual maturity is revealed in how we respond to weakness, the inexperience, and the potentially offensive action of others.
Read that again.
Speak it, sister.
One of the greatest indicators of our own spiritual maturity is revealed in how we respond to weakness, inexperience, and the potentially offensive action of others. If you want to know where you are in beingness, and when you pop out, my sense is it starts somewhere in here. So, for those that came in December in my Grinchy Grinch ways, I'm working on my stuff. I've been working on my stuff for a long time. I have taken classes, I have developed, I have become a healer, thinking that that was the way. And I would try and try and try and do and do and do and have and travel to Europe and back east and just kept so much seeking, out. God waited for me to become exhausted. And through that exhaustion, something started to percolate. This flame, this knowing, something opened up inside of me. And I grew quiet. And I listened. Now, what was so interesting is I'm a really good listener. In my healing practice, I can access a space that just allows this beautiful connection. I almost call it the not me, because I know that I'm the one who's working on my stuff. But the not me can be present, can really sink in and be present. Dr. Eileen walks with that every moment. And I realize the not me is the whisper of the soul, the whisper of the deep beingness, deep knowingness that creates the doing and the having. And as I'm present with others, truly present, there's something magical that happens, this interweave. And I recognize that to hear the whisper, you've got to be. So it says, don't seek, don't search, don't ask, don't knock, don't demand. Just relax. If you relax, it comes. If you relax, it is there. If you relax, start vibrating with it and allow it to resonate. And that's Osha. And for those that can't stand it, it's on the last page. It's okay. I'm telling you, this beingness thing takes a little while.
Practice.
Exactly. So, we start out with, the ego tries to convince us that we must do things to achieve enlightenment. The Spirit knows that enlightenment is not a matter of doing, but a magnificent consequence of being. A magnificent consequence of being. Being comes with amazing abilities. And as I started to actually understand what those abilities were, I secretly, and I made this up and made a picture of it, but I secretly started thinking of us as not humans, but consciousness, awareness, travelers. It's kind of like a cat. You know, I'm a dog person, but cats have problems with being. Cats, you know how they walk a certain way, and the grace that they come and they pause, and they wait and they listen. They're listening from a place of being, not doing, but being. Dogs go, don't they? They just go.
Yep.
They're just doing and doing and doing and having and doing and, oh God, I'm a dog. I really am. Being a cat takes skill. It fills you up from a different place. When I'm present with another, when I'm really listening to their heart's desire, I recognize that I access some cat qualities. That my grid of light, be it whatever you conceive it to be, the divine consciousness and awareness that is ingrained and innate in each one of us. Awareness, illuminating consciousness. We can all do that from the state of being. And from that place, I can listen not with my ears, but with my heart. The beauty that started in the poetry, I was listening with my ears. When Dr. Eileen reached out in her beingness and touched my soul, that beingness came online. And I heard the poetry. How long has it been since you've heard poetry? So beautifully spoken. That's the place that listens from the heart. That is the soul's whispering. So if we are not human, but consciousness, awareness travelers, we would need a vehicle to move into, right? So I thought what we would do with this time is I would share the grid that I work with. And you can work with whatever light grid you want to. I'm just sharing mine. And it starts with, it is better to have a heart without words, God bless you, than words without heart. Let me say that again. It is better to have a heart without words than words without heart. That is the soul. So the soul, within the connection of our beingness, this is what it is revving up. Our cat agility. We gotta be poised and ready. And we do that through our chakras. Now, this room is filled with knowers. Like, oh gosh, I know everything there is to know about chakras. I know the colors. I know what they resonate with. I just know. You might know from the happiness, but the invitation of this grid work is to know from the beingness. So, connecting to being, so you can feel so the will can express the love that's in your heart from the soul. And you can speak your truth. You can see where you're going and what you're creating and what is worth doing. And you know you're on the right course. You just know it. So imagine if you had some angels to help. And when I drop in, Paul was doing such a great job in talking about the angels, and the angels are helping. I made pictures of a consciousness energy deck, and I should have written down her name. It's the most fabulous deck I've ever used. It's Sandra. I forgot her last name. If I was being, I would know, but I was doing when I did this. I am working on my stuff. But let's imagine that we can drop in for a moment. And let's imagine that we can call in the angels. So when we were toning E-A-O, that vibrated a particular divine energy in us, our masculine and feminine energy. What's interesting is most chairs, unless we're sitting on a round stool of sorts, but most chairs have 4 points. So already, just as you're sitting down, you can drop into this grid. You can also take it with you. It's mobile. You can drive your car with it. It has 4 tires. It's amazing what has 4. Let's imagine that we can connect to the consciousness of our divine masculine. Let's just concentrate right there for a moment. Our right foot, let's designate that to stepping out and creating a new beginning, east. Let's imagine that we can create each new beginning with love. And let's call in the angel of love to be in our east. Notice that maybe your right foot just became more connected. And as we create in love and we're guided from the angel of love, love needs fuel. So we bring in the south, our right side, our right hip. Notice how that just came online a little bit more. And in this space, I have brought in the healer of ages. You can bring in who empowers and brings passion to your soul. It might be the Buddha you're allowed to use. I brought in Jesus. And notice that your right side just became more connected. Like something is different. And as passion, the south, moves into the east, it's lopsided. So it needs flow. So we move to awareness. As consciousness is moving, it can move ahead of awareness. It can move too fast. It can do too much to create the havingness. It can be out of balance. Awareness, the mother, the divine mother holds and cradles us here. And that's west. The angel of balance. She flows out and helps all the corners. She is with us. She is us, helping the consciousness move in the right direction. And as her waters flow in balance, and it's seeking strength, right? We're a little lopsided until strength comes in. And the angel of strength comes. Can you imagine if you step out in love followed by strength? Imagine how lovely that balancing would be. Your chair supports that. The four corners of your chair, you can just kind of drop in. And as you drop in, something opens. And from that opening, we can invite the next page. Wow, the door to spirit. Maybe this is where the soul lives. Can you feel the opening? And it's okay if you can't. It takes a little practice. I've been at it for a while. I'm still learning. But that little flicker, that little flame came from the divine door to spirit. And the spirit wasn't spirit outside. It was God, but I know this isn't going to make a lot of sense, but it was better than God because it was me. Like I could hear my soul. I could hear and feel my presence. I could feel it. My teacher does this with me. She would just come up and just be with me. It was her soul being with me. What a unique experience that is. To have somebody be with you. Dottie, when you go and see Dottie, she has the amazing ability to be with you. Whatever you got going on, she can hear her own soul. And because she can hear the soul of another. So she has a finely tuned cat awareness. And the mesh comes together in awareness and consciousness, interweaving mine and hers. Gives you goosebumps. It gives you goosebumps when the spirit comes. Did for me. It's a place of relaxation. When I got here, I wasn't knocking. Whoops. Doing. Can't see every time. You know? Ah, it's hard to hold. Thank you. So now we have angels some more. And this is our guidance system of the chakras that we take so for granted. But when I learned this, the Book of Chakras, one of the best books I know of the chakra system, and the words that I'm about to read came from this book. Great, great, great learnings. But the first chakra, oh, my favorite, be still my heart. Archangel Michael, cutting through the illusion. So the root chakra, balanced, is nurturing, positive, hopeful, connected, acknowledges and affirms beingness through love and kindness. Absolute faith in goodness of the life that you have and the life of others. The ability to make dark moments bearable, for you bring about positive outcomes. Isn't that interesting? It's not saying that you're not going to have bumps along the road. But those that have their root chakra connected and open, they can help either yourself or others make the moments that are difficult bearable. And the reason why you can do this is because your root chakra is open. The reason why you can do this is perhaps you have a relationship with Archangel Michael. So in the book of the chakras is affirmations, and I would like to read what this one is.
Can I mention something? Some people here have no idea what you're talking about when you say chakra. They don't know what a root chakra is.
Second page. Red. I'm at the bottom of the bottom. Archangel Michael, he's holding a heart. It's red. I affirm. The affirmation is, I live from my integrity. I love from my heart. I am connected to life in all its glory. I live from my integrity. I love from my heart. I am connected to life in all its glory. I affirm. I live from my integrity. I love from my heart. I am connected to life in all its glory. Can you feel the strength in that? Living from integrity. That's structurally sound. If this building didn't have integrity, it'd be collapsed on us. So Archangel Michael hands off to Archangel Ariel. The second chakra. We're climbing up in our beingness. It's filling our cup in a way. So this chakra enjoys and respects the physical world. It enjoys abundance, well-being, a high degree of pleasure, and it feels good about life, creativity, and beauty. We started out in the second chakra. So even a little bit vibrationally above the first one. The affirmation is, I love my life. I honor my body and treat myself respectfully. I love my life. I honor my body and treat myself respectfully. The next chakra, the third one, so we're climbing up, is the empowerment of Archangel Chamuel. The empowerment with a sense of selfhood, neither inflated or weak. Inner strength and resilience to see your dreams materialize into a reality. The stamina to meet the physical and emotional challenges that you have. So stamina, that means you get after it. Where you get after it is your third chakra. The pounding, the seeking, the demanding. Oh, gosh. Man, did I have some third chakra issues. I still do. Still working on my stuff. But with this angel came an affirmation that I took to heart. I am worth my weight in gold. I am so worth the livingness and kindness and the respect for myself and others. That's dropping in. This congregation is filled with sunshine. You guys have this going on. The stamina of spirit.
Repeat the affirmation one more time.
I am worth my weight in gold. I am worth the love, the livingness, the kindness and respect to myself and to others. Can you feel now the vibration of the sunshine? I'm warming up. You start hitting the third chakra, man, there's livingness there. Now we're really opening up to the divine door of the Spirit through Archangel Raphael. And the fourth chakra, located in the heart, is the ability to love unconditionally and the ability to heal the tight, hard places in those we connect to, because we bring warmth and acceptance. The ability to generate goodness and love, inclusive of all, and the ability to share this love with others. So we include, this congregation includes. You are welcome here. Man, there's a lot of heart chakra stuff floating around. We got that totally. There's no work involved. It's just love. Man, the meditation just filled me up. Sean's playing. Ah, that's love. Janet's singing, Ronnie's drumming, Carolyn's flute. Man, they're singing love. The heart sings. Come on Sunday morning for that. Just amazing. So now we're grooving. Now we're vibrating. Now we're just going. What are we going to do? Where are we going to travel to? So we're in our beingness. Now we're moving into the fifth chakra. That's located in the heart. Right here, blue. It's Archangel Gabriel. The ability to communicate and love from your personal integrity speaks the truth to the best of your ability and able to stand up for what you believe in through your code of honor. Your word is a promise. Code of honor. Wow. That's saying something, isn't it? So notice how the rise in your beingness in your cat vehicle keeps bringing in love, integrity, and honor. So as we call upon our archangels, there might be times when, God bless you, we have times where it might be hard to say what our heart wants to say. That's when we can call upon Archangel Gabriel to help smooth that pathway so we can keep in our personal integrity and speak our truth. The affirmation is, I live in my truth, I communicate my truth, I am truth. The sixth chakra, Archangel Metatron, it's the seeing of the unseen. It cultivates wisdom and offers the best life experience to assist yourself and to others. It is the ability to pursue spiritual pursuits as well as make wholesome choices. It lives by the universal laws and principles and trusts higher source to guide you and others through peaks and valleys. The ministry helps guide through peaks and valleys. I affirm I think the very best thoughts of myself at all times, in all situations. I am open to knowing my inner guidance and my deepest wisdom. There's a lot of trust there, isn't there? Your inner knowing and your deep wisdom. We have it. When we open up, we have it. We have to be in order to hear it, but we have it. The very last, this is the top. It's the crown chakra. Realize who you are and the divine force that flows through you fully, present, here, fully being with awareness and consciousness. Present. I'd like to end with
Is there an angel connected with that?
Archangel, thank you. Archangel Uriel. Mother, Father, God is in me, above me, below me, around me, at all times, and so it is. So the last 2 pages, for me, I'll let you read.
And it's Sandra Ann Taylor.
Sandra Ann Taylor, thank you. She's the one that created the deck. It was really my privilege to share my journey with you. I'm still working on it. I hope this was helpful. If you get an opportunity, the book of poetry is amazing, and the chakra books, and I can make more copies for those that are interested. Namaste.
Namaste.